Bawat gabi habang natutulog ka ang iyong utak ay hindi natutulog kasama mo. Ito ay aktibong nagtatrabaho, nagpo-process ng mga nangyari sa buong araw, nagko-consolidate ng memories, at nag-iimbak ng patterns na magdidictate ng iyong behavior sa susunod na araw. At narito ang hindi alam ng karamihan. Ang paraan kung paano ka natutulog, ang posisyon ng iyong katawan, ang estado ng iyong isipan bago ka pumikit, at ang environment kung saan ka nagpapahinga ay direktang nakakaapekto sa iyong subconscious programming kasama na ang iyong relationship sa pera. May mga specific na sleeping habits na karamihan ng tao ay ginagawa ng hindi namamalayan na literally programming ang kanilang utak para sa financial scarcity. Gabi-gabi pa ulit-ulit habang akala nila ay nakapagpapahinga lang sila, ang kanilang sleeping patterns ay reinforcing ng mindset ng kakulangan, limitation at financial struggle. Hindi ito tungkol sa magic o supernatural na phenomena. Ito ay tungkol sa neuroscience ng sleep, sa psychology ng subconscious conditioning at sa documented na connection between sleep quality at decision-making capacity. Ang paano mo ine-end ang araw at paano mo sinisimulan ang tulog ay profoundly affecting kung paano mo hinaharap ang financial aspects ng buhay mo. Maligayang pagdating sa Inner Mind Espanyol. Ako ang iyong gabay sa paglalakbay na ito, kung saan i-reveal ko sa iyo ang 8 sleeping habits na maaaring unconsciously nagsasabotage sa iyong financial success. Ibabahagi ko kung paano ang bawat isa ay affecting ng iyong subconscious programming at kung ano ang exact na replacements na maaari mong i-implement simula ngayong gabi. Bago tayo magpatuloy, importante na maintindihan mo ang context ng discussion na ito. Ang mga concepts ay rooted sa sleep science, neuroscience ng subconscious processing at behavioral psychology. Hindi tayo nagsasalita ng sleeping positions na literal na blocking ng luck o money energy. Nagsasalita tayo ng how sleep-related behaviors ay affecting mental states na in turn affecting financial behaviors at decisions. Ang mga resulta ay maaaring mag-iba depende sa individual circumstances at consistency ng changes implemented. Ang video na ito ay pang-edukasyon lamang at hindi pamalit sa professional medical o financial advice. Kung may sleep disorders ka, consult appropriate professionals. Kung handa ka nang matransform ang iyong sleeping habits at ang iyong financial consciousness, isulat mo sa mga komento ang parira lang, tinatransform ko ang aking gabi para sa abundance. Ang declaration na ito ay iyong commitment. Simulan na natin. Hayaan mong ikwento ko sa iyo ang kwento ni Fernando, na isang 45 taong gulang na accountant mula sa Manila. Si Fernando ay may stable na career at decent na income. Ngunit sa kabila ng 20 taon ng pagtatrabaho at consistent na sahod, parang palaging kulang ang pera. Walang significant na savings, walang investments, palaging financial anxiety kahit technically ay sapat naman ang income para sa comfortable na buhay. Nag-consult siya sa financial advisors, gumawa ng budget, nag-try ng various money management systems. May improvement pero ang fundamental na feeling ng never enough ay persistent. Parang may invisible na ceiling sa financial abundance na hindi niya ma-breakthrough. Isang araw, na-recommend sa kanya ng isang friend na mag-consult sa holistic wellness practitioner na nag-specialize sa mind-body connection. Ang practitioner ay starting ng consultation with unexpected na angle. Kinuha ang complete assessment ng sleep patterns at habits ni Fernando. Ang findings ay illuminating. Si Fernando ay may multiple sleeping habits na each one, according to the practitioner, ay contributing sa scarcity programming. Gabi-gabi before sleeping, si Fernando ay scrolling through social media na puno ng comparison at envy triggers. Natutulog siya with television on na playing random content. Ang bedroom niya ay cluttered at disorganized. May stack ng bills at financial documents sa bedside table na constant visual ng financial obligations. Natutulog siya na mentally rehearsing ang worries at problems, at gumigising siya checking phone immediately na starting the day reactive. Sinabi ng practitioner na ang combination ng habits na ito ay programming ng stress, scarcity at overwhelm into Fernando's subconscious every single night. Ang 8 hours ng supposed rest ay becoming 8 hours ng negative conditioning. Challenge si Fernando na make systematic changes sa sleeping habits. Hindi overnight. Gradual pero consistent. Over 3 months, completely transformed niya ang evening routine at sleep environment. Ang results ay surprising. Hindi lang sleep quality ang nag-improve, ang general sense ng abundance ay shifting. Ang impulsive spending na dati ay coping mechanism for stress ay naturally decreasing. Ang seeing of financial opportunities ay increasing. At for first time in decades, may genuine progress sa financial goals, hindi magic. Psychology at neuroscience. Ang changes sa sleeping habits ay changing the nightly programming. Ang changed programming ay changing waking behavior. Ang changed behavior ay changing financial outcomes. Ito ang connection na ituturo ko sa iyo ngayon. Una, let's understand kung bakit ang sleep time ay particularly powerful para sa subconscious programming. Ang transition period from waking to sleeping ay called hypnagogic state. Sa state na ito, ang conscious mind ay winding down at ang subconscious ay becoming dominant. Ang information at emotional states experienced during this period ay having disproportionate influence sa subconscious programming. Similarly, ang sleep itself ay period ng intense neural activity. Ang brain ay processing at consolidating na transferring experiences to long-term memory at strengthening neural pathways. Ang content at emotional tone ng pre-sleep experience ay influencing what gets consolidated. At ang transition from sleeping to waking, ang hypnopompic state, ay also highly influential. Ang first thoughts at feelings upon waking ay setting tone para sa entire day. Ang implication ay that the hours around sleep ay prime time para sa subconscious influence, either positive o negative programming depending sa kung ano ang happening during these periods. Ngayon, ibabahagi ko ang 8 sleeping habits na programming ng scarcity at kung paano ang bawat isa ay affecting ng iyong financial subconscious. Ang unang problematic habit ay ang falling asleep while consuming negative content. Maraming tao ang natutulog na nanonood ng television, naririnig ang news o scrolling ng social media. Ang content na typically consumed ay often negative. News about problems at conflicts. Social media na triggering comparison at envy. Crime shows or horror content na stimulating fear response. Kapag natutulog ka habang exposed sa ganitong content, ang last information na processed ng brain bago sleeping ay negative. This negative content ay being carried into sleep processing. Ang subconscious ay consolidating patterns na associated sa fear, scarcity at threat. Ang specific financial impact ay this. Regular exposure sa negative economic news ay programming scarcity expectations. Social media comparison ay programming feelings of inadequacy at behind in life. General negative content ay maintaining elevated stress na impairing next-day decision-making including financial decisions. Ang replacement habit ay transitioning to positive o neutral content minimum 30 minutes before sleep. Reading inspiring material, listening to calming music, guided meditation. Content na programming abundance, peace at possibility rather than fear, lack at comparison. Ang ikalawang problematic habit ay ang sleeping in cluttered, chaotic environment. Ang physical environment ng bedroom ay having profound effect sa subconscious processing during sleep. Cluttered space ay constantly processed by brain as chaos, disorganization at overwhelm. Throughout entire night, ang brain ay receiving signal na environment ay not under control. Ang specific financial impact ay clutter ay representing at reinforcing scarcity mindset. Ang mindset na I might need this someday na causing physical clutter ay same mindset na preventing financial clarity. Ang visual chaos ay maintaining mental chaos na impairing financial planning at decision-making. Ang replacement habit ay creating clean, organized, peaceful sleeping environment. Remove clutter from bedroom entirely. Ensure surfaces ay clear. Create sanctuary na communicating peace, abundance at control. Ang ikatlong problematic habit ay ang keeping financial stressors visible in bedroom. Si Fernando had bills at financial documents sa bedside table. Maraming tao ang may similar. Bills na naghihintay ng payment. Statements na showing debts. Work documents na representing financial pressure. Kapag ang visual na ito ay last thing you see before sleeping at first thing upon waking, ang brain ay receiving constant signal ng financial stress. Throughout night, ang subconscious ay processing at reinforcing ang anxiety associated with these documents. Ang specific financial impact ay maintaining chronic financial anxiety na leading sa poor financial decisions, avoidance behaviors, impulse spending as stress relief, inability na think clearly about money matters. Ang replacement habit ay complete removal ng any financial documents from bedroom. Bedroom ay should have zero visible financial stressors. Process financial matters sa designated space during designated time, then leave them there. Ang pang-apat na problematic habit ay ang mental rehearsal of problems before sleep. Maraming tao ang ginagawang bedtime routine, ang pag-iisip about problems. Ang lying in bed ay becoming thinking about worries time, rehearsing worst-case scenarios. worrying about financial shortfalls, planning para sa potential disasters. Ang brain ay not distinguishing well between vividly imagined scenarios at actual experiences. Ang nightly worry session ay programming same neural pathways as if actual problems were occurring. Every night ay reinforcement of scarcity threat at struggle. Ang specific financial impact ay worry programming ay leading sa conservative, fearful financial behavior, inability na see opportunities, defensive rather than growth-oriented financial decisions, chronic stress na impairing cognitive function for complex financial matters. Ang replacement habit ay structured worry time earlier in day followed by deliberate positive intention setting before sleep. If worries arise in bed, acknowledge briefly, then redirect to positive visualizations or affirmations. Ang ikalimang problematic habit ay ang sleeping with electronic devices active and accessible. Phones, tablets at other devices na active at within reach ay multiple na problema. Ang electromagnetic fields, though research ay still developing, ay potentially affecting sleep quality. Ang light emissions ay disrupting melatonin production. Ang psychological availability ng device ay creating underlying alertness na preventing deep rest. Pero ang biggest issue ay the behavioral pattern. Device within reach ay meaning likely checking before sleep at immediately upon waking. This creates reactive rather than proactive relationship with external world. Ang specific financial impact ay constant connectivity ay maintaining stress response. Notification checking ay creating dopamine spikes na impairing natural reward system. Starting day reactively ay setting defensive rather than intentional tone para sa financial matters. Ang replacement habit ay devices outside bedroom entirely. If alarm needed, use simple alarm clock, not phone. Create technology-free sanctuary na allowing genuine rest at intentional day starting. Ang ika-anim na problematic habit ay ang inconsistent sleep schedule creating chronic sleep debt. Irregular sleeping times at insufficient sleep duration ay leading sa chronic sleep debt. Ang sleep-deprived brain ay significantly impaired in decision-making, impulse control at long-term thinking, all crucial para sa sound financial management. Ang studies ay showing na sleep-deprived individuals ay making more impulsive decisions at having less self-control. They are more susceptible to marketing manipulation at less able na delay gratification. Ang specific financial impact ay directly impaired financial decision-making. More impulse purchases, less careful analysis, poor long-term planning, susceptibility to scams at bad deals. Ang replacement habit ay consistent sleep schedule na going to bed at waking at approximately same times daily including weekends, ensuring 7 to 9 hours ng actual sleep time. Treating sleep as non-negotiable foundation for all other success including financial. Ang ikapitong problematic habit ay ang negative self-talk as part of bedtime routine. May mga tao na may habitual negative self-talk na intensifying at bedtime, reviewing failures of the day, criticizing self for mistakes, expressing internal statements like I'm so stupid or I always mess up or I'll never be able to afford that. Ang bedtime negative self-talk ay particularly damaging because ito ay last messaging to subconscious before hours of processing. Ang subconscious ay taking these statements as instructions at reinforcing corresponding neural pathways. Ang specific financial impact ay negative self-beliefs, becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. I'll never have enough ay programming behavior na ensuring never having enough. I'm bad with money ay programming behavior na proving badness with money. Ang replacement habit ay conscious positive self-talk before sleep. Affirmations na speaking abundance capability at deserving. Even if not fully believed initially, ang repetition ay gradually reprogramming subconscious patterns. Ang ikawalong problematic habit ay ang starting the day in reactive stress mode. Technically, this is waking habit, but ito ay directly connected to sleep patterns. Many people ay immediately upon waking, grabbing phone checking messages at jumping into reactive mode. Ang first moments of consciousness ay consumed by external demands rather than internal intention setting. Ang cortisol ay naturally elevated upon waking as part of alertness response. Adding stress through immediate phone checking ay spiking cortisol further. This elevated stress ay carrying through entire day affecting all decisions including financial ones. Ang specific financial impact ay reactive mode ay defensive mode. Defensive mode ay not conducive to seeing opportunities to creative problem solving o to confident financial action. Ang starting defensively ay often meaning staying defensive all day. Ang replacement habit ay morning buffer time. First 15 to 30 minutes upon waking ay screen-free. Time for intention-setting gratitude at positive programming. Then engaging with external demands from grounded, centered place rather than reactive, stressed place. Ngayon, ibabahagi ko ang integrated sleep transformation protocol na maaari mong i-implement. Ang phase 1 ay ang environment preparation na one-time na effort plus maintenance. Complete declutter ng bedroom. Remove all financial documents at stressors. Remove or relocate devices. Create clean, peaceful sanctuary. Add elements na supporting rest, like comfortable bedding, appropriate darkness at comfortable temperature. Ang phase 2 ay ang evening routine development na daily practice. Establish consistent bedtime. Create buffer period of 60 to 90 minutes before sleep na screen-free. Engage in calming activities, reading, gentle stretching, or meditation. Transition to bedroom with intention. Ang phase 3 ay ang pre-sleep programming na nightly practice. Once in bed, engage in deliberate positive programming. Review 3 wins or gratitudes from the day. Visualize positive financial scenarios briefly. Recite abundance affirmations. Enter sleep with positive content rather than worry. Ang phase 4 ay ang sleep optimization na ongoing attention. Maintain consistent schedule. Ensure adequate duration. Address any sleep quality issues. Treat sleep as sacred foundation, not expendable luxury. Ang phase 5 ay ang morning ritual development na daily practice. Wake without immediate phone checking. Spend first 15 to 30 minutes in positive programming, intention setting, gratitude at affirmations. Engage with external world from grounded, centered place. Si Fernando na binanggit ko sa simula ay now 3 years into transformed sleeping habits. Ang practice ay became natural na part of life. Ang changes ay compound over time. Ang financial transformation ay not overnight pero real at sustained. May substantial savings na siya for first time in life. May investments na growing. May general sense ng financial peace na replacing chronic anxiety. Hindi dahil sa magic na sleeping position pero dahil sa systematic reprogramming ng subconscious through intentional sleep practices. May deeper principle na gusto kong i-share. Ang relationship natin sa pera ay not purely rational. Ito ay deeply emotional at subconscious. Ang conscious strategies, budgets at plans ay important pero sila ay built on subconscious foundation. Kung ang foundation ay programmed para sa scarcity, ang conscious strategies ay having limited effectiveness. Ang sleep time ay offering access to this foundation. Ang hours around sleep ay window into subconscious programming. By intentionally designing these hours, ikaw ay directly influencing ang deepest levels ng iyong financial psychology. Hindi ito replacement para sa practical financial strategies. Ito ay foundational support na making practical strategies more effective. Ang mindset work at practical work together. Ang invitation ko sa iyo ay this. Tonight mismo mag-start ng transformation. Pick 1 o 2 ng mga habit na tinalakay natin na resonating most strongly. Implement the replacement. Maintain for 30 days minimum before assessing. Gradually add more changes. Build complete sleep transformation protocol. Track the shifts in your general well-being at specifically in your financial psychology at behavior. Kung ang video na ito ng Inner Mind Espanyol ay nagbigay sa iyo ng valuable insights at practical protocol, hinihiling ko na ilike mo ito at ishare sa mga friends at family na maaaring struggling financially while not realizing ang contribution ng sleep habits. Mag-subscribe sa channel at i-activate ang notification bell para hindi ka mahuli sa mga susunod na videos tungkol sa subconscious programming at abundance creation. Isulat mo sa mga komento kung aling mga problematic habits ang nakita mo sa iyong sarili at kung ano ang first changes na i-implement mo. Gusto kong marinig ang iyong self-assessment at plans. Salamat sa pagbibigay ng iyong precious time sa Inner Mind Espanyol ngayong araw. Nawa ang bawat gabi ng tulog mo ay maging powerful programming para sa abundance, prosperity at peace. Magkita tayo sa susunod na video.